Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I have a video comparison of the Christopher Ward C60 Trident Pro 600. This is the 42mm version, and I'm going to be contrasting it with its little brother, the 38mm version. Okay, let's start with dimensions for the larger version. About a 43mm diameter, a little bit more than 43. Height, about 13.5. Lug width we know is 22, and the lug to lug length is just about 50. Okay, let's compare that with the 38, the smaller version. We have a width of just over 38, I get 38.18, and a height of 13. Lug width we should be looking at 20, and lug to lug length is just about 45.5. So very nice dimensions. I'm going to give you some thoughts contrasting these two. First is the general appearance. Now I really like how the larger 43mm version, just how proportional it is. I mean, it is slightly taller than its little brother, but since it's so much wider, it just looks more well-rounded, I think, in my opinion. It looks like a very complete design. I just really like how it appears. Now, the 38, it's not unproportional. It's just less pleasing. But keep in mind, being a 38mm dive watch and having a 600-meter water resistance, I mean, that's very impressive. So, it's quite robust, but it's still elegant and refined. I just prefer the overall look of the larger version a little bit more. Another difference is the date aperture. So we can see here on the right, the date aperture is, it's framed, but it is slightly covering that 3 o'clock indice. So there's a partial indice. On the 38mm version. That date aperture just completely takes the place of the indice. And I kind of like this look a little better. It looks a little more asymmetrical and full, a little more balanced to me than the 42. But again, that's preference. Now, as in regards to accuracy, both watches have a either a ETA 2824-2 or a Sellita SW200-1. Now, they're unregulated, but there are very nice workhorse movements. I'm getting the slight nod to the larger version. In regards to accuracy, I'm getting about plus 8 seconds per day on this and about plus 10 seconds per day on the smaller version. So they're very comparable, and you can expect that type of accuracy should you purchase one. Now, I just need to note Christopher Ward does offer a chronometer version. It has their in-house automatic movement that has a ridiculous 5-day power reserve. That's very impressive, and it will be accurate to within -4 or +6 seconds per day, and that is individually tested and a certifiable chronometer. So there is that option should you want that extra accuracy. Let me talk about the bezel action. The action is very nice. It's very secure. There is just maybe a touch of play. It's really well done, and that ceramic is just beautiful. They really get vibrant colors in the ceramic. I would say that the action is slightly nicer on the larger version, just a little bit easier to operate, but it's still nonetheless very crisp, very clean. So bezel action is great. Let me show you the action of the crown. Both are very smooth. The date changes instantly. This is the winding action. You do have a nice sign crown. It just feels a very nice quality, and I can't distinguish a difference in action between the two versions. Now, just let's make a note of the loom. There's more surface area on the larger version, but As far as function, I've found them to be absolutely the same. The indices do kind of fade over the night. The hand and the hour hand, the minute hand, and the lume pip stay nice and bright for hours. And this is the SLNT C1 variant of Superluminova. Now let me just show you a strap comparison. I ordered this one with the upgraded buckle, deployant buckle, and my 38mm version came on the standard version of the leather. But I really like the upgraded deployant buckle. For $35, this is excellent. So I do recommend getting this if you end up deciding that you want the leather version. And I also have to note the leather is really nice. It does have that alligator print, but it doesn't feel plasticky. It has a very nice, genuine leather smell, like you would if you went in to like a leather belt store or a shoemaker. It smells like real leather, so that's pretty cool. Now, let me give you some wrist shots while I just talk briefly onto which size I think would work best. Here's the 43mm version on me. It's very comfortable, it's very easy to wear and legible. And I would suggest if you have a 7¼ inch wrist or more, get the 42mm version. I think it will work really well for you. Now, if you have a less than 7-inch wrist, I suggest going with the smaller brother, the 38mm version. I think it'd be more comfortable for you and you would enjoy that more. Now, if you're like me and you hover between 7 inches and 7¼ I think that you could do either one. They're both comfortable and easy to wear. I prefer the smaller version a little bit more. I think it's a little more wearable, and just I love the refinement of how that smaller, more traditional size appears. It's my personal preference, but I think that you could do either one. Now I'm going to start a rating system of the watches that I talk about, and instead of doing a scale of like 1 to 10 or 1 to 100, I'm going to be using the school grading system. So I'm going to give this grade, so A+ being the highest and F being the lowest, I'm going to give the Trident Pro 600 a A-. I think this is a fantastic watch. I think it offers great value. The fit and finish is superb. The 5-year movement warranty is really the best in the business. There's just a few nitpicky things that I would change, and that's why it doesn't get a perfect score. I would like stronger lume, maybe BGW9. Since this is such a versatile piece, it looks great on leather, it looks great on mesh, on bracelet, on NATO, on rubber. I would like drilled lugs just for ease of strap changes. But apart from that, it's an excellent watch. I really recommend it. I have no reservations in recommending this piece. Just a fun note to close. I did contact Christopher Ward to see if they had any comments that they could share that aren't on their website or in their newsletter or magazine that they send out. And they informed me that a ratcheting clasp version for the bracelet is going to be coming in spring of 2016. So I'm pretty excited. If it's anything like how excellently executed these, the normal Trident Pro 600 is, I'm definitely going to buy one and enjoy it. So stay tuned for more content. I'm going to be comparing the Trident Pro 600 to a Squale 50 Atmos, the 1521. I know that's a very well-respected and admired dive watch that's in the same price category. So in the next few weeks, be looking for that comparison. Thank you very much for watching, for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comments, or you can feel free to email me at watchbw@gmail.com. Until next time, thanks guys.